Hey everyone, so I am at Sam's Club doing a grocery pickup, and I've been waiting forever, and so I'm like, as soon as I turn my camera on, they're gonna come, and so I'm okay with that. I'll just scrap this footage if they come. But I've been the worst at updating. So I finished Getting Over Garrett Delaney by Abby Mcdonald, maybe, and I really like this book. This was cute. It was I would say 4-star for me. It's about this girl. She has this best friend. They are like BFFs, but she has like an unrequited crush on him, and he's kind of pretentious. Like, he's really into classics, and he's a writer. And whatever. He goes to this, like writing summer camp, and she doesn't get in because she's too young. So she has to stay home, and he goes, and they talk like every day until one day he's like, oh my gosh, I met the one. And so she's like, I can't handle this. And so she knows for her own sake, she's like got to cut ties a little bit. And so she tries to get over him. So she starts like with a multi-step process of like detoxing and things. And it was just really cute. She gets a job at a coffee shop, and it's like instant found family there. They are all like, because she like kind of loses it one day. And they're all there to like pick up the pieces and help her get over Garrett Delaney. So I thought it was really cute. I love that found family element, and I love the like coming of age and the growth and the self-development that happened there. So, yeah, 4 stars on that. Then I started and DNF'd Those Who Walk Away by Patricia Highsmith. So this book, I think, was originally written in the 60s or 70s. And this is about a guy whose wife commits suicide, I think, and then his friend like shoots him. And I don't really know what the whole premise of the book is. I should probably read the back and tell you, but it was one that was on my shelf. And I read a couple chapters of it, and like, I always kind of struggle with male protagonists just because I find the relatability a little bit harder. And this one just kind of felt like, I don't know. I'm not a classics reader. This one definitely felt aged. It just wasn't good for me. And then I got on Goodreads and saw that it had like a 3.4 rating. And I'm like, I don't think I'm interested. So letting that one go. And then now I'm reading Small Town Girl by Laverl Spencer. And Laverl Spencer is one of those kind of like old school Southern romance writers, and I'm loving it. So this is about a girl, like, it's set in contemporary times, but it was written in the 90s, but you can't really tell based on the context. It's about this woman. She is a like country music star. She lives in Nashville, and her mom has to have her hip replaced or something. So she's one of 3 girls, and she goes back to help take care of her mom because the others all like are in the same town and always take care of her. And so they're like, hey, it's your turn. So she comes back, and it's like an enemies to lovers because this guy she went to high school with is the son of her mom's best friend. And I guess they had some beef in high school, and now he's there, and he is the church choir director, and his daughter wants to be a musician. So she's like all about the fact that this girl is in town, and it is really cute. I would say, like, fans of Mitford and things, you might like this book, and you might like the style of it. However, like I said, he's the church choir director, and there's like, it's a clean romance for sure, or a sweet romance for sure. But it is interesting because it's not Christian fiction, I wouldn't say, because like, they're at a point where some decisions need to be made, and like, prayer is not mentioned as an option or like not discussed. And so I almost wish it either wasn't like religiously at all, like in context, or that they would do it differently. But hold on one second. Okay, it came, and the girl was so sweet about waiting. So, and it's about to storm here. Like, the lighting over there to that way is really bright, and over there to my house is like black. So I got to hurry and get home before the kids freak out. But yeah, I would say so far I'm really enjoying this book. I just do kind of wish the faith element was done a little bit differently. But really, aside from the fact that he works, or that he's the church choir director, there's really no faith elements in this. So I'm enjoying it, especially if you are a fan. Like, I don't really know how to even describe that not old, but just like that Southern sweet romance, I guess is what it is. And it's kind of long, kind of slow, but I'm enjoying it. So that is what I'm reading. I will check in later. Hey everyone, it is a few days later, and I have finished Small Town Girl by Laurel Spencer, and I want to not correct, but say something that I feel like I may have said wrong in the last clip. Like, the faith element, I don't expect him to be like a perfect Christian. I just think the faith element was weird in this book, but I really, really, really enjoyed this book. So, like I said, it's a romance between two kind of high school rivals. And now she is this major music star, and he has a daughter who is like wanting to get into the music industry. And I just loved it. I thought it was really, really cute. There were some things that I didn't love, but nothing really big. And I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was really cute. Definitely will read more from Laurel Spencer. That might be my first from her. I think my sister is a fan of hers, and so I have ended up with a couple on my shelf. So, yeah, that's my reading update for today. I don't know what I'm going to pick up next. I'm kind of just running all over the place. And so I haven't had time to really focus except late at night and early in the morning. So, tonight we'll see, and I'll let you know. Hey y'all, it's later in the night and I'm just about to go put the girls down and stuff, but I did want to hop on because I completely forgot to talk about the amount of cheating in this Small Town Girl by Laurel Spencer. It's a weird situation. He has a girlfriend that is kind of just like a no strings attached. Well, no, it's not a no strings attached because they're companions and they don't neither of them want to get married really, or she doesn't want to get married. She doesn't really want commitment. And they're not even super open about their relationship. So it's weird, but I do think she deserved the respect of saying hey, this is over before he moved on. And that did not happen. So, if cheating is a hard pass for you, I wanted to make sure that I didn't overlook that because there is some of that in this, depending on your definition. This was a gray relationship, but still, in my opinion, it wasn't right. So, yeah, just wanted to add that, and in case it was a hard pass. Hey everyone, it is Saturday, and today was the first day of K-State football, so I'm really excited about that. I'm wearing a shirt that says it's the most wonderful time of the year because football season is officially here, so that's really exciting. And today was a great day for K-State, so that was great. But the reason I'm here is to tell you I finished Apples Never Fall by Moriarty, and I am so not sure what to rate this book. I think 4 stars. So this book is her newest release. It comes out September 13th, I think. So by the time you see this, it'll be almost out. And I really enjoyed the reading experience of it. So it's 480 pages and it's an 18-hour long audiobook, which is long. For a contemporary, it is long. However, I really enjoyed the experience because this is done as Leanne Moriarty does. She made a very multi-dimensional cast of characters. We really got to know these characters and we got to know them well to the point that I felt like I was a part of this family. So let me back up and tell you what this book is about. This is about a tennis family called the Delaneys, named the Delaneys. They are, Stan and Joy, Stoy and Jan is what I was trying to say. Stan and Joy are the mother and father, the matriarch, patriarch of this family. They met playing tennis. They were both really good at tennis. Their whole lives revolve around tennis, to the fact that they also made a business together as a tennis coaching club, that kind of thing. They have 4 grown children, all of which who played tennis throughout their lives, but now are all doing different things. So now at the beginning of the book, they are Joy and Stan. Golly, now I'm wait, is it Jan and Stoy? Joy and Stan are retiring. They just sold their business and they're kind of lost. Their whole lives have been tennis. That's where they met. That's what their kids did. Then they coached and did all that kind of stuff. They played doubles all the time. What now? And they have seemed to have the perfect marriage, kind of the perfect life. And yet now that these busy people are having to slow down because of retirement, things are you're noticing cracks and things. So the book is told, and in present day, Joy goes missing. And the police are trying to prove that Stan killed her. So we while that is the plot line of the book, that like this whole woman missing, accused husband kind of thing, that is totally not the focus of this book. So this book is a family study about Stan and Joy and their 4 grown children. So the book is told in alternating timelines between now and then. And then, like, now is when she's missing. Then is a few years ago, this woman named Savannah showed up at their door one night, claiming to be a domestic abuse victim. She had like injuries and that kind of stuff, and said she just needed a safe place to stay. So they took her in, and it became a relationship that was like mutually beneficial, but the kids were like, this is sketchy. This is sketchy. Who is this Savannah chick? What is going on? And so we are trying to figure out like what is going on throughout that time. We're getting to know the Delaney kids, as well as the relationships between them, their parents, their relationship with other people, because there's 4 adult children, none of which have kids, all of which are having somewhat unsuccessful like relationships. And we just learn a lot about all the relationships, and I love how Leanne Moriarty does that. So we also have some great representation. Amy is the oldest, and she is one that like really just does not want to settle, can't settle. She struggles with a lot of mental health issues. Then we have Brooke, who is the youngest, and she is a migraine sufferer. And as a fellow migraine sufferer, I thought her depiction of that was really accurate, as well as like just how much they can get in the way of your life, and how much like her migraines are what ended her tennis career. She is married, but she is in a struggling marriage. And she also is a physical therapist that owns her own clinic. And then there is Logan, who is a very passive individual. And he was in a long-term relationship, but she just left because of his lack of like emotion and passion, and like he just kind of like let her leave. And then there's Troy, who is almost kind of the opposite, and he is a high money earning individual. He works, I can't even remember what he does, but some sort of like trading. And he is always like flashing his money, kind of to the point of like arrogant cockiness. And so there's that. And we're really getting to know those 4 and their relationships with each other. Troy is divorced, and there's reasons why, and there's like some issues that come up with that later. And I really loved learning all of that. So we're also trying to figure out why Savannah was in their lives, and who Savannah is, and what is going on with that. So, I don't know. So at the end, we find out what happened to Joy. We find out who Savannah is, and things wrap up well. I'm going to say that I don't like the whole what happened to Joy thing. I thought was dumb. Like, it was a very convenient thing. The whole who Savannah is, I was surprised, but I also thought like the means didn't justify the end. Or like her motivation didn't really make sense to me. And then also at the end, like the now time, I guess, is in 2020. And so COVID is thrown into this. And I felt like it was so jarring and so not necessary that I really, really didn't like that. So, yeah, overall, I would say really entertaining read, but I don't know if it necessarily was successful I would say it's successful in what it was trying to accomplish, because I think it was trying to really like help us learn about this family and help the family learn about themselves. And I think that was successful, but there were definitely some things throughout it that I was like, I am not loving this element. So 4 stars on that. I enjoyed it. And I would say Leanne Moriarty is pretty hit and miss with me. But for the most part, I would say they're like solid 4-star reads. So I liked it, and I would recommend it. So that is the end of this week's vlog. Let me know how your week was. Let me know in your life what are the great things that happened. Jeremy was gone all week this week, so my mom was here some, and my foot is still broken, and things have just kind of been a mess. We're kind of surviving, not thriving right now, so let me know all your good things. That is it. We'll talk to you next week.